What is good, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today is just going to be a short video. This past week I've been working on an academic paper that has a deadline at the end of the month, and I also got my second Moderna jab in the arm, which meant I was suffering from fever for about a day and a half, so didn't have a lot of time to go out and film a video. And to be perfectly honest, it's going to be hard until the end of September because of this paper deadline that I've got looming. But from October, now that I've got the 2 jabs, I can be out and about more easily. I can travel a little bit more and kind of start putting together videos that I've had on hold because I couldn't go anywhere due to the state of the emergency and not being vaccinated yet. So please look forward to some better videos, more interesting go out in the town content coming up. As for today, I've been promising a update about the borders, the situation of being able to come to Japan or not, and we finally have some news. So let's get into it. All right. So the news is, unfortunately, baby steps forward, basically. They're not going to start letting in tourists or business travelers anytime soon. However, the latest is they're going to start changing the quarantine period from 14 days to 10 days. It's been 14 days up until now. They're going to move to a 10-day with an idea that if you sign a certain pledge and submit an itinerary, basically that shows where you're going to be for the time that you're in Japan, then that quarantine period could be even less, and some of the other requirements might possibly be waived. Now, this is all coming from an Asia Nikkei article that came out this past week, and this still applies only to people who can currently travel to Japan, which is residents or citizens. So this is still not talking about business travelers or tourists per se. However, the article did say that this is meant to be kind of a precursor or could lead to setting things up so that travelers could then begin to start coming back to Japan. Now, I would take this to believe that it's still business travelers that they're referring to, that people needing to come to Japan on business will start to be able to come even if they are not a resident or a citizen. But it's a good step in the direction of letting more people in. And by submitting that itinerary and signing a pledge, I have a hunch that the business visitors who come will have to say, okay, I'm staying at this hotel, I'm visiting this company, I will be dining at this particular establishment. It's not going to be carte blanche for anyone to just travel anywhere they want if they are a visitor in Japan. As for when these changes will come into effect, that's still not clear. It's looking to be that maybe in the next month or so, this reduced quarantine period will come into effect, and that will be the step towards possibly letting in business travelers. As for the tourist crowd, I'm still thinking that 2021 is highly unlikely, and spring of 2022 is the most likely time that it might begin. But if you're actually making travel plans for Japan, I wouldn't count on that either. I would still look for summer of 2022 as the more safe bet if you're going to make a travel plan to come to Japan. It's going to be a ways off before tourists can come. And one thing I failed to mention, which is very important, that is this reduced quarantine and pledge signing is only if you're vaccinated. So if you are vaccinated, that 14-day quarantine period will be reduced to 10. And I'm assuming, of course, I say it's an assumption, but it's pretty much assured that business travelers entering on this kind of program, signing a pledge, getting the reduced quarantine time, they will certainly also have to be vaccinated. Okay. It's not great news, but it is news that we are progressing in a way that is moving towards opening up more and more. I'm sorry if you want to come to Japan and enjoy the tourist loveliness that this country has to offer, but that's still well off on the horizon, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, this has been your update for the week. Please come back for future videos about Japan, society, life, and culture. I do a wide variety of things from the perspective of someone who has been living here for 16 plus years. And I often do interviews of other long-termers like myself. So if you like that sort of content, please check my previous videos out. And I hope you will subscribe. I put out a new video every single Friday. So anyway, thank you for watching this one, and I will catch you next week.